PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com. We meet some of the diverse student athletes on the HPU men's basketball team who hail from California and all the way to Iran. We check in with the Point Loma basketball teams who prepare to host the PacWest Tournament Championships before heading to Riverside for the women's basketball clash between Cal Baptist and Dixie State. You're watching PacWest Magazine. Now let's check out these basketball highlights from around the PacWest. Longtime PacWest member Hawaii Pacific has always been an example of success on and off the court around the NCAA. One of HPU's best assets has been its tremendous diversity, bringing students, faculty, and administrators together from all over the globe. Athletes from all over the world are proud to call themselves Sea Warriors, with young people on every HPU squad hailing from many different far-off places. One of those squads is men's basketball, which is doing big things in 2014. Highlighted by a major upset win at home over previously unbeaten Dixie State, one of the nation's top-ranked teams. Earlier in the season, Hawaii Pacific got a battle in their conference opener against in-state rival UH Elam. The new-look Vulcans, led by first-year headman G.E. Coleman, is still finding the right mix with so many fresh faces, but were still able to give the Sea Warriors the run they expected from another Hawaii team. The visitors kept it close early, but HPU would pull away in the second with 4 Sea Warriors scoring in the double digits. A win accented by this huge slam by senior Leaf Rodney. Coach Darren Vodebrogi has the Sea Warriors playing at a very high level, with a mix of recruits both domestic and international. Some veterans and some brand new, like point guard Justin Long from Southern California and Farbod Farman, who comes all the way to the islands by way of Iran. Farbod, the 6'11 senior, was the difference maker in that 19-point win over the Red Storm, racking up 17 points to go along with a whopping 16 rebounds and 6 blocks. He's excited to be a part of a talented squad, looking toward the PacWest tournament again this March.
Yeah, last year we have good players, but this year we're much better. We have, like you mentioned, we have better shooters and we have better post players. So I'm really serious that we tasted the conference tournament last year, but we're going farther. This year we're going more. We want more. We are hungry. We're going to get everything.
Although he is far from the Middle East, Farbod has made an easy transition to the place he calls paradise.
To be honest, Hawaii was one of the most favorite places that I always wanted to go one day, and I never thought one day I would leave here. So right now I'm here more than 1 year, and I'm really happy. I'm glad, yeah, I mean, this is the best place, you know. I was playing at Missouri State at the JUCO for 2 years, and from there, my head coach he contacted Coach B because he used to be assistant coach at HBU a long time ago. So they watched my highlights and they recruited me.
Justin has also gained an affinity for his new tropical home.
Nothing like it. I'm from California, so I mean, I could really just be outside all day, never get cold, and it's just beautiful. It's just so relaxing. You don't got to worry about anything out here. It's great. When I came to Hawaii, it was the day after my birthday, so it was pretty much like a birthday present. Mom paid for my ticket. She stayed out here for a week. I was sad when she left, but I'm good now. Playing ball, going to school, getting good grades. It's great.
Coach Vord brought the 6-foot guard from Rancho Cucamonga to the islands to be the Sea Warriors floor general, a position Justin thrived on at his highly rated junior college.
Well, coming in from a JUCO, I feel like the coach has made me be like a very, very good leader. He wants me to talk a lot. Always be positive, continue playing through mistakes. He knows I'm gonna make mistakes, and he has my back 100, so I feel more comfortable just being on the floor and playing for Coach V. They were recruiting me out of my JUCO. I was a pretty good player at my JUCO, so they found me. And I just felt like I had a good connection with Coach V and Coach Knott and all the coaches here as well. They all had my back. They were helping me with classes that I needed to get here, and I felt this would be the perfect family for me.
Justin is a new face of the conference, but hasn't taken long to make himself known. Already #1 in scoring average. He looks forward to taking this high-powered team back to his home state to win the PacWest title.
Man, we got shooters, 7-feeters right here, 6'10", so I mean, anybody I pass the ball to is gonna hit a shot. So I feel very comfortable in whoever I pass the ball to. It's not one guy who I could go to, it's everybody. This PacWest season, I come from a JUCO where we went to state, only lost 2 games. So I want to win the whole conference and the tournament, nothing less.
Yeah, you know, he played at a high level, junior college, Chaffee, and he was a leader there. He's vocal, he's energetic, and he's been just a really good addition. I feel like it doesn't feel like he's only been here for a couple months. He has adjusted not just to Hawaii, but to school and to our team and to our system. So we're very excited to have him. You know, he came here from junior college, and I think his transition took a little longer, and that's always varies from player to player. But Farbod is big, he's physical, and just really tapping into his potential. It's not uncommon that big guys like that have to find their motor, and I think he's finding his motor, finding his energy, and once he gets that, he is a force.
Justin Long and Farbod Pharma of HPU. 2 of the many reasons we are proud of our diverse talent here in the PacWest.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community.
I chose Division II because I can double major.
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship.
I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose
Division II.
I'm a PacWest athlete. I get to travel all over the West Coast. I'm a PacWest athlete
so I can excel in the classroom.
I'm a PacWest athlete because
I want to win championships.
With students from countries all over the world.
From Australia to England.
We are diverse. With majors ranging from business to fashion design.
Medicine to animation, we are scholars.
With players from every sport, from baseball to tennis.
Cross country to soccer to golf.
We are athletes.
This is PacWest Magazine, the official television show of the Pacific West Conference. Here's a feature story from Commissioner Bob Hope.
Two of the top women's basketball teams in the PacWest will be on national television Saturday, March 1st, when Dixie State plays host to California Baptist. The game can be seen on CBS College Sports TV. California Baptist is coming off a PacWest regular season championship from a year ago, but has a young team this season. While Dixie State has a brand new head coach this year and a virtually new roster. The Red Storm were in Hawaii in early January, where they picked up back-to-back victories over island teams.
Like I said, we have 14 new players. For them to all come in and just buy into the system and just all become a family. It helped that, you know, our first 4 games were on the road. We didn't have a home game. We had 1 home game this whole semester. So that helped with the traveling, but they've really come together. They really enjoy hanging out with each other. You know, normally as a coach, you're trying to figure out how to get the team together. I'm like, you guys need to spend time apart. But no, it really is a great thing. They're really a family, and I love them to death.
Katarina Turner is a former college star from Oklahoma State who moved to Dixie State this season after coaching at Holy Names the past few years. She reflected on the move from one PacWest school to another.
It's a great place. When we played against them, I just kind of had this itch, and I had this feeling that it was going to end up that I was going to be coaching there. The administration is amazing. The president is fabulous, so I'm really excited to be at Dixie State. It's very different from Oakland to St. George, but everybody is just really nice. When I first moved in, me and my parents were there, and I looked into the back of the truck, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to move out of this, all this stuff out of the truck. Every single one of my neighbors came and moved us out. They're so nice, they're embracing, they come out and support. It's like a family atmosphere within the community. So I'm really proud to be a part of St. George community.
That community will be on display on the Saturday morning national telecast, which will be played at Dixie's Burns Arena. The national TV audience will see a young coach who is passionate about what she does and rarely sits down once the game is underway.
I just feel like every time I sit down, I end up jumping up anyways. But I feel like if I give my players something, then they know that I'm in it with them. So they really seem to respond off of that, and I just make sure that I'm there to encourage them whenever they're down and to kind of get them a kick in the bottom whenever they need it. So.
The last time the two traditional conference powerhouses met was in Riverside, California in the middle of January this season. At the time, Dixie was playing pretty well, having won 5 of 6 during a late December, early January stretch. Number 50, Haley Homestead, was the big star for the Red Storm that night, scoring a season-high 34 points. She had nearly 60% of her team's offensive output. Meanwhile, California Baptist was trying to move things in a positive direction after a slow start to the year, and this game was a pivotal one in their turnaround. With a mostly freshman lineup, the Lancers also had some maturity in the middle with senior center Elise Shelton, number 45. The 6'2" post player from Phoenix, Arizona, dominated the inside in the second half as California Baptist broke open a close game to win going away 79-62. Shelton led the way with 17 points as the Lancers won their 4th in a row on their way to a string of 7 victories in 8 games to move way up in the conference standings.
I can't really say it's completely me. You know, I struggled in the first half, but my teammates just kept encouraging me and kept telling me to attack the basket and get rebounds. And it finally started coming along. My shot finally started to drop, so that was good. But, you know, my teammates kept believing in me, kept pushing me. So.
I mean, obviously we're really happy with the win, and, you know, it was pretty exciting to see, you know, the team kind of develop as the season's gone on. And, you know, a lot of girls really kind of stepped up tonight. You could just see them really kind of get, you know, playing better as a group and just playing with a lot of enthusiasm. And I think that, you know, obviously that's always going to help, but I also thought they made some really nice plays and just kind of came together as a team to get a good win.
Jared Olson is in his 2nd year as the head coach of the Lancers. He and his team are excited about the opportunity to play on national TV to end the regular season.
Well, the last time I had one of those games, we got beat by like 30. So hopefully, as long as we get under 30, I think we'll be all right. Now, obviously that's exciting. You know, it's still a long ways off. We haven't really done much thinking about it, but, you know, in the back of our minds, I mean, that'll be kind of something cool. You know, it's the last game of the regular season, so that'll be kind of a cool way to kind of finish the regular season, but that's still kind of a long ways off.
It's not so much about showcasing anything on TV. It's about, you know, getting that win and finishing as strong as we can in conference, because we want to make the NCAA tournament and we want to be able to go all the way as far as possible. So I don't think being on TV should be much of a factor.
Well, it's very exciting. It's a great opportunity to showcase our players, student athletes, our university. We're allowed to get some commercial time in there, and then we're also, CBS Sports is also doing a human interest story on our coach, Coach Olson, with an issue that our team had to deal with last year. So it's going to be a great way to feature our program and our university.
So mark your calendar for Saturday, March 1st, and turn your dial to CBS College Sports TV. as the PacWest, the largest NCAA Division II conference in the West region, comes to life with California Baptist and Dixie State women's basketball, live on national TV.
We exist in a place rich with promise, where ideas ignite the spirit of learning, where our trustworthy methods are validated by respected results. It's a place where we practice integrity and encourage the development of ethical perspectives, where creativity burns brightly and expressions of hearts, minds, and souls are nurtured, where we view challenges through the lens of opportunity and daily circumstances through the eyes of faith. It's where the potential for excellence has no limitations, and each new day begins with hope. Fresno Pacific University, empowering leaders, transforming lives.
Daily, faculty, staff, board, and administrators pray for your release into this remarkable culture and the cultures of our world and the difference you will make. Tonight, that's really what we're celebrating. Let me welcome you to this, the 113th year of commencement at Azusa Pacific University.
Now, that tells us what this school is being built for which it's being built. And from this school, I'll tell you,
from this school
will go men and women.
Will go men and women.
Whose influence would be felt.
Whose influence will be felt.
For good.
For good towards the establishment.
Towards the establishment.
Of Peace International.
Of peace.
Of peace. Of peace.
Of Peace International.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. Here's a feature story from Southern California. Commissioner Bob Hogue dubbed the PacWest the most beautiful destination conference several years ago, with schools from Hawaii to Northern California to Arizona and Utah. And with the addition of 5 more schools in recent years, the PacWest just continues to live up to its billing, especially on the bluffs of San Diego, home to Point Loma Nazarene University. The Sea Lions have a proud tradition, a Christian liberal arts institution that has been sending out upstanding men and women for several decades. Embracing its new home in the NCAA, this Southern California school made diversity and inclusion one of its top priorities and was awarded last summer as co-recipient of the PacWest First Diversity Award, along with fellow newcomer Holy Names.
I think it's important because we're trying to make our stamp on the conference and be engaged with the conference, and so SAC is a huge part of the initiative that the entire conference is pushing. And so our SAC chair really took that to heart and went back to campus and did a really good job of rallying the SAC members behind the initiatives that we wanted to do, and the diversity initiative was a big one. And so we spent a lot of time talking through different things that Point Loma specifically could do, and we felt that we did a really good job of that this year.
On one of their recent road trips to the islands, we caught up with some of the Sea Lion basketball family at its doubleheader against HPU. The Point Loma women did not stand down against the defending PacWest regular season champs. Led by 3 scorers in double figures, including Erin Anderson, Savannah Erskine, and Callie Rhodes, the Sea Lions had the lead on the Sea Warriors at the half, 40-37, trying their hardest to put some distance on HPU. Late in the game, with the score tied, Madison West gave Point Loma the big shot it needed, a 3-pointer with just over a minute to play. But the home team refused to back down, led by senior All-PacWest selection Sky Savini, who calmly knocked down the big shots when her team needed them. It all came down to the last possession of the game, with the Sea Lions down by 1. But Savannah Erskine's shot with 2 seconds on the clock just refused to go down, allowing Hawaii Pacific to barely escape the Blaisdell with a 79-78 win.
Yeah, we really played poorly the game before this. At least we didn't play poorly tonight, but we didn't finish either. That's what I said. I said, you know, good teams finish, and we knew 33 is their go-to girl, and we couldn't do anything about it. But she deserves the credit. She came through big time.
It's tough with school. Luckily, right now we're out of school in beautiful Hawaii, but it's tough because you have to balance your time a lot. You got to manage your classes, so you have to be on top of studying while you're at a place for 9 days, you know, and it takes a lot out of you, but it's a ton of fun because you get to have fun in beautiful places too while you're playing stuff.
It's fun for the girls, it's not fun for me. I gotta feed them, I gotta drive them, I gotta get them in a hotel, I gotta make travel, gotta make practice, so it's a lot of work. But it's nice getaway, and for us this year, it's during our break. So we're not in school right now, so that doesn't hurt us. We don't miss any class, and we'll get back. We've had 11 out of 15 games on the road to open the season. So we're going to be home now in January and February a lot more, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Even in defeat, Point Loma has shown incredible resilience, and even though the Sea Lions will not be able to participate in the tournament this year, as they transition to full-time NCAA status, they will be the proud hosts of our PacWest Championships in March.
Well, it's good for the community, and it's probably good for the league. We have a very nice facility. It's going to be a beautiful place to be in February and March, and it'll be nice to see the Division II level of competition on the men's level and the women's. It's quite good.
Yeah, I think it'll be great for us to host a tournament. We get to see those games played in our gym, you know, at the high-level games, and hopefully my guys will learn what they have to do to play at that level. But yeah, we're looking forward to it in March.
The Point Loma men are breaking out this year themselves, taking down defending conference champions, top 25 ranked Dixie State at home, in another tumultuous year in the PacWest.
Well, I'll tell you what, this conference is a beast. You know, no evening is going to be easy. You know, you go on the road and you got to play hard. You go home games, you got to play hard. It's a fun league. You know, if you're a competitor, you want to be in this conference. I think it's great for our guys that come to Hawaii. I think it's great to go to the Bay Area. I think it's great to go to Fresno and Utah. I think this is a great conference for that type of thing. You know, I don't think you can complain about the travel. Everybody's got to do it. And that's what makes this league the league that it is. It's hard because of the travel, but again, everybody has to do it.
One of the reasons for the Sea Lions' resurgence is the play of junior Hayden Lesko, one of the top scorers in the PacWest.
Yeah, Hayden did a nice job tonight. He's playing at an all-league level. He's carrying us. He's making other guys better. We have to certainly get other people to rise up to his level of play, you know, if we're going to move up to the top part of this conference. Well, that's great. I think it's great. I think the competition's great. I think the depth of the competition, every night you're playing somebody who's really good. It adds credibility to when you go out and recruit. So I think it's been a good move for Point Loma. We love Point Loma. We love to look out the back doors and see the Pacific Ocean. We love what the university represents. I like the guys that we recruit and coach. Can't say enough of good things about Point Loma.
We overlook the ocean, so it just, I mean, when the doors are open from our gym, we see the sunsets over the water. It's incredible. Yeah, you definitely have to focus because you always wanted to be out in the water on the beach. So, I mean, just like here, it's a beautiful place, so you have to, you know, have that balance.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicest people in the world. We try not to be nice for 40 minutes when there's a ball game, but then we go back to being nice. But yeah, it's a special place.
And what is it? What is it about the people there that are like that?
Well, I think first and foremost, people want to be there. The people that are there want to be there. They love the place, you know, and it shows. You know, we recruit all the sports at our place. We recruit kids that are high achievers, overachievers. They want to be good in the classroom. They want to be good on the court, in the field, you know, playing volleyball, whatever it is, golf course. They want to be high achievers on both arenas.
They are the beautiful hosts of our 2014 Basketball Tournament Championships. We are proud to number Point Loma Nazarene University amongst the 13 strong members of the PacWest.
I want tradition.
Access to what I need.
Great professors.
Sports I love.
A smaller feel. To be more marketable.
To make a difference. To excel.
To be noticed.
Notre Dame de Namur University, opening doors and engaging minds since 1851.
I want guidance.
Inspiration.
A real community.
My bachelor's.
My master's.
To finish my degree.
On time.
Notre Dame de Namur University. Explore, engage, excel.
12 points. 12 points. Apply what we do in practice. That half is over. It's done. And in this half, we have to outplay them, plain and simple. I know what all of you are capable of. I believe in each and every one of you. Now let's go out there and make this our masterpiece.
It doesn't look like your average university, because it isn't. Just 12 miles from San Francisco is an urban oasis where students go beyond the classroom, helping businesses become sustainable, fighting breast cancer, athletes who excel and serve the community. And here, you don't just study history, you help make it.
Founded in 1868, Holy Names University has grown from humble beginnings on the shores of Lake Merritt to a thriving comprehensive university in the Oakland Hills overlooking San Francisco Bay. Holy Names is committed to the full development of each student, empowering a diverse student body for leadership and service in a global society.
What we do at Holy Names University is to bring together athletics and academics so we can produce scholar athletes in a perfect setting.
That's a wrap on this episode of PacWest Magazine, but that doesn't mean you can't catch more highlights and feature stories when we're not on TV. Come find us on the web at thepacwest.com, and you can catch more of this show on PacWest TV, the official channel of the PacWest. For Bob Hogue, this is Wayne Cueto saying thanks for joining us on PacWest Magazine. PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com.